My name is Rhapsody. Welcome back to the Darkest Dungeon Estate of Darkest Rhapsody. Alright, never mind. That's what we're going to be rolling with, apparently. Cool. So I've already got my party sorted. In particular, we've got Raz in the front line yet again. It's important to note that we do have two stress healers in this mission. We do have Moth Mother here as well. Moth Mother is here primarily for the fact that we are going into the Warren, so Moth Mother is particularly effective. Bleeds are particularly effective in this area. But also we need some extra DOT so that we can actually clear out the thing from the stars. Then we've got Harry in the second line, who's going to be using the Broken Key as well as Lock of Fury in order to stun very quickly at the start of battles. I'll also likely be leveling up all of Harry's other abilities so that Harry can transform in the Thing from Beyond Stars fight. Also, for that reason, we have two stress healers in this party. We have very little damage, but we have very little upfront damage, rather. But we have a lot of DOT damage. We've got, obviously, Moth Mother. We've obviously got 1L as well in the very back line, who's got the stun for the backliners, as well as, obviously, blights galore. Those blights aren't guaranteed. Hang on. We may want to swap the Prophet's Eye here for the guarantee of their blights. Oh no. I think I've just found a huge flaw in my plan. Because I really need 1L so that I have the ability to blight targets in... blight the thing from the stars. But 1L doesn't actually need the accuracy. You do need the speed. Don't need the stress. Okay. I think I'm going to have to make a substitution here and put in the Hag's Ladle for the plus 30% to Blight skill chance, plus 40% to Blight resist and disease resist, so that we can land our Blights in this area. It's going to make it a little bit more difficult for us to consistently act ahead of the Thing from Beyond the Stars, but if I'm good in that fight and garbage in every other fight, I'm garbage overall. We've got Moth Mother with the Bleed Amulet because we will get bled in this area, so having that with the extra bleed resist is going to be particularly handy. And we do have a couple of characters that we do need to level up a little bit as well before we go out. And obviously we should lock some people away in the Sanitarium. Alright. I did level up the guild. Good. Alright. And then... only those on Moth Mother. 1L doesn't actually need to change any there. Moth Mother and Harry both need to upgrade some of their equipment. All's great there. Right. Ardenel, you actually have some really bad stuff. Both Hylomania and Fear of Mankind are really frustrating. And we do need Ardenel to be able to go out on missions really easily. We also want to lock out Off Guard on Parnell. We're trying to make this low-level party very, very capable. Extra death blow resist and no soft. Sure, there, we've got another party already locked in. There should not be any diseases on any other characters. And yes, there aren't. Excellent, so we can actually already go out. Seems good to me. We'll be going on the long mission to give ourselves more chances to encounter the Gatekeeper, as well as more chances to get more loot, I guess. So what are we going to have difficulty with in this party? We're going to have difficulty projecting damage to the backline, but we can use Blinding Gas in order to stun the backline as we take care of the frontliners. And that's going to make it really easy. Literally every member of this party, save Moth Mother, has access to a stun. I can stun absolutely everyone on round 1. That's another really cool thing that we can do. Especially if the on-guard Raz actually acts earlier than... like the frontmost member of the enemy party, which is common. Obviously, we'll have 1L oftentimes with the 8 speed. We would have had 3 more speed, but unfortunately, again, we did have to trade in there. Being able to use Blinding Gas to stun both of the backliners before they act. It's going to be really good. Gonna be really good. Okay, so one thing this party is missing a little bit of is healing. You'll notice that we've got Harry here who has the self-heal. We've got Raz who has a heal for a different target as well as heal plus stress heal. And we've got 1L with the ability to heal as well as remove a DOT from a target. So we're effectively running 3 semi-healers rather than any particularly strong healer. Okay, I'm actually going to have to drop the Lock of Fury here from Harry because I just realized that we do not have a map, and maps are extremely important. Alright. Everything else seems sorted. Okay. Because of the fact that we don't have a straight-up dedicated healer, I'm more likely to take more food and also more anti-venom. Actually, no. Medicinal herbs? No. Actually, yeah. A few medicinal herbs, a few holy water. 4 skeleton keys. 3 shovels. And 2.5 stacks of torches. Seems good. Also take 2 blood. Okay, so all of my interactables are sorted. Food, shovels, keys, torches. Blood for the blood god, skulls for the skull throne. Let's go. The reason you can take fewer shovels on this mission than you otherwise might on a long mission is because the Warrens have the ability to, like, they're kind of interconnected usually as a grid, so you can often go around.
They breed quickly down there in the dark, but perhaps we can slay them even faster.
Perhaps we can. I'm gonna try and focus on the cultist enchantress here. Right. Great, got a stun on her, and the cultist enchantress is now dead before she ever gets an action. May as well throw the blight on the target who has not yet acted yet. Yet. Okay, we're both on 6. Nice, but I act first. Beautiful. So because of that, we get to stun the cultist gladiator before they actually get an action out. This is great. Cultist gladiator now never gets an attack. And beautiful. Whole party's locked down.
A death by inches.
And start stress healing.
Gently. This is how a life is taken.
And again. So. Wow, I really did not expect the gladiator to go next. I'm glad they did, though. Because they took that action, I can now just stall for more stress healing. Hey, nice. Because I know that that cultist gladiator is now dead as soon as they try and take an action.
The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
Hell, we even got a battle buff out at the very end there. It's lovely. Jute tapestry, of course.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
That battle buff only matters for the fact that we could go into the next room and immediately have a battle. We'll have the buffs in that situation. And we do. Great. Stunning the backliner here is going to be really.
A devastating blow.
Did manage to bleed both of them. Pretty happy about that. It's an 80% chance to stun either of these targets. Each of them, sorry. Great. That's really good. Now we can chunk in some solid damage. They're all pretty slow, right? Yeah, so we actually get to act ahead of them next round as well. Which means another harvest, another crit on the frontliner as well. That corpse eater is now dead. It's not likely we get the... Never mind, we got it. I have to roll that literally just for the possibility of blighting the corpse eater. Sorry, not the corpse eater. Oh, the corpse eater. Right, they large corpse eater and corpse eater. Huh. Funny I didn't know that. Munch does not put a disease on the character, at least.
Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
That corpse eater is going to act at the very end of the next round, which is going to be very handy because it means I can use that to set up the corpse eater, the small corpse eater's death, then remove the DOT, and then play the rest of the round.
A singular strike.
Good battle heal.
A victory. Perhaps the turning point.
3 portraits is a lot of portraits. 100% of room battles. Okay, so Backtrack. Oh, hang on. So I definitely want to end up in that prong. That's going to be the best way to do it. And that, okay, the way that I just traced on the map, which is down here, across, back up here. So we've backtracked one hallway, up, across, backtrack this hallway, and then go through there, is going to enable me to have the fewest backtracks possible. So who has the highest bleed resist in this party? Actually Moth Mother right now. Cool. Receives a nasty gash, but doesn't actually receive it because they have the highest bleed resist in the party. That's why we checked. That contains loot of the nothing variety. We'll pump the torch going into this fight just because we want the possibility of surprising them. Did not surprise them. That's unfortunate. Definitely need to remove every target except for the hulking Swinosaur as quickly as possible.
Well struck.
Great. Got a stun on the hulking Swinosaur. I'm very... Nah, it didn't happen. I was very much hoping that the next action would be a... Oh, that's really bad. Very much needed the next action to be a double stun. From 1L. That sucks. The enemy that has 6 moved ahead of me. Alright. Thankfully, because we crit there, we've actually taken that target down already. It's nice. And we also left their corpse off of the map, which is going to make it a lot easier to deal with the hulking Swinosaur. Eldritch Push. Rolls on Raz. It does not move them. Raz is a bit more resilient than that. Sorry, I actually didn't think that was fun.
Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle. A powerful blow.
Good work there. Good work there, Raz. Crunching backhand, you get to remove... You didn't even remove yourself. Sorry, move yourself behind the target. That's really good. Worst case scenario there was the hulking Swinosaur moved itself behind the Cultist Enchantress, somehow acted ahead of it, because it's very technically possible that it could do that, despite the fact that it would be absolutely insane if it actually happened.
Monstrous size has no intrinsic merit, unless inordinate exsanguination be considered a virtue.
Oh, what a thesaurus you've got. That a Roger? Alright. Let's pump the top. No. Plague Doctor could interact with that. No, they only get stress heal. They could still get a negative quirk from that. That would be garbage. Plague Doctor first! Oh, damn. Still need to prioritize killing the Swine spawns. There we go. As quickly as possible here. Just because they can disease the party, and diseases are not good. Typically, at least. Sure, you can get rabies on a character who's already super accurate, or
about to break.
Something else on someone else who's got some other thing going for them. It's the only example of which I can think currently. Swine Swarm's now dead. We'll stun the backliner as well.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms. A decisive pummeling.
Right, that's the Swine Gora down now. Unfortunately, I still have to throw the blights on the back line, despite the fact that they're not incredibly effective right now, just because the Swine Spawn is still there. You know what? I'm just going to drop the word swine. I'm going to drop the word swine from all of them. It's just going to make it so much easier. Reaver in the front line. Spawn thankfully only gets one more action, even if they get one, and they don't get one. That's really good.
Press this advantage. give them no quarter.
90 versus my 150, 95, so 55% chance to land this stun. I'm gonna go for the stress heal, especially considering there's a target that so desperately needs it.
A blazing star is born.
And again. That can roll the stun. That stun was actually more likely, I think. Swine Reaver is dead, though. So it all works out in the end.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Onyx is too low a value of a stack to be collecting this early. 2 emeralds, though. That's going to make it really difficult to get rid of that.
Alien malignity.
Yes, yes, yes. Sharp alien, whatever. Woo! Alright. I can't believe the Plague Doctor is the only character here who did not act before the enemy. Wild. That transfixing shard is going to be really, really unfortunate, so I do actually need to remove the debuff that put on us. Weakening shard rolls on 1L. 1L gives no crap. Return to the stars. Time to transform, because, woo, nice crit heal on yourself. That's actually really good.
Executed with impunity.
Because now Harry can use Rake in order to destroy the Crystal Aberration as well as deal damage to the Thing from the Stars every turn. Paralyzing Shard rolls on Raz. Shouldn't manage to stun. Doesn't manage to stun. We will remove the debuff that's currently on Raz. And Strike for 9 to 17 damage. Rolls to 17. That's really good. Phase Nor rolls on Harry, who does get Sky Taint. That's really unfortunate. Plus 20% stress as well as negative 10 to Blight and Bleed resists.
Another one falls.
That'll do. Enemy has now got their protection up, so basically anytime we can get a DOT on them and it's actually still got an effect, we should really be rolling that. Lot of stress across the party here, though. Vorpal Strike rolls on Raz. We're going to be resting directly after this, basically. Yeah, we wouldn't really be dealing that much damage here. What's our stun chance? It's actually 45. Let's see if we can get it. Crit, and actually manage to hit the stun. Nice. I wonder if they purge the stun at the start of this turn. That'd be interesting. I'll just rage for 4 damage, I guess. Oh, damn! If you can stun them, you can skip a Thing from Beyond the Stars turn. And they will take full damage from their DOTs. I had no clue. I would have been rolling a lot more commonly to try and get stuns had I known. Enemy's now dead, by the way. Well, no, they're not. Because they got the return to the stars, so now they've purged their DOT. But now they're dead?
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
So it looks like they took a trigger of the DOT at the same time. That's interesting. Makes no sense, but it's interesting.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
Could take and sell a Blasphemous Vial for money. That's probably worth more than Portraits right now. Let's pop out that light.
Secrets and wonders can be found in the most tenebrous corners of this place.
I popped out the light because I'm going to be resting in the next room. What I should have done is walked into the next room on full light, then popped out the light and moved backwards.
Circle in the dark. The battle may yet be won.
Zealous Speech, the negative 15 stress on all of my party members, as well as Zealous Vigil. And then I'm thinking, like, every rose has its thorns. Yeah. So we get no nighttime ambush here, and we removed a ridiculous amount of stress from our party.
Spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
We also got the thing from the stars, and that was literally the worst point of this entire dungeon, was going to be the thing from Beyond the Stars. Vomits on 1L. 1L has the bleed and blight resist. Sorry, disease resist, rather, as well. Right. Hook him where it hurts, and that definitely does. That's okay, because that actually sets us up to hit that attack on the Swine Marcher, and then, at the very end, 1L can drop a double stun. Now, yes, I understand we still have Sky Taint on the Abomination. The Abomination does not plan to transform for the rest of the battle, has a self-stress heal, and we can heal it later.
The ground quakes.
Wow, we actually didn't manage to bleed there. That must be like a 10% roll, right?
And improvement.
Yeah, it's 10% chance to not bleed on that attack. Lame. Do need to start knocking in as much damage as I can against the Swine Spawn. Vomit on. Okay. Swine Reaver acting ahead of Raz here is actually preferable, because now they won't have the stun resist when I roll the stun. Great. That was just about trying to guarantee that the backliner there didn't get another action on me. It's at the end as well. We'll start stacking our blights on the Swine Reaver, but everyone else is just going to be using their stress heal skills. 3 characters around can stress heal
The promise of safety.
Our Abomination here, Harry. Swine Reaver is now dead in 2 rounds, so basically I'm just accepting 1 action from them here in order to be able to stress heal. 1L gets hit by the ball and chain, does get stunned, but that's okay, because that's literally the only member of the party who's not going to be rolling stress heals. Alright. And Raz actually gets the next action and can use the self-heal. Excellent.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
So these last 2 dungeons have been very specific attempts on my part to diversify the party compositions that we're running with. Or with which we are running, rather. And I feel, by and large, they've been quite successful.
Impressive.
Very nice. Actually managed to land a hit on the Fusilier there, rather than not getting that opportunity. I'm going to vomit on both of them. That's trying to get the Fusilier down this round, and it doesn't work. That's okay. Gosh, that target's almost dead as well. I'm gonna let both of those midliners take 1 action here because they literally will not get another. Slice and Dice gets double dodged. Fusilier's Blanket Fire gets no dodge. It's okay though. We go for the party buff. For the boss ability that is relevant later, basically.
ghoulish horrors, brought low and driven into the mud.
More than happy to eat that food there, just to get some more gold. We actually don't really have that much to do with these comet shards right now, because I don't really know if any of those other...
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles, paid for in blood.
I don't really know if any of those other prismatic weapons are ones that we are particularly going to want. So if anyone has a recommendation about what prismatic weapons you found in your own experience to be particularly powerful, I would love to hear it. I'm totally open to that. Great. That's just killed this Swine Swarm before he ever gets an action. Great. So I did that extra damage there, so the Swine Spawn, when it tries to take its action here, is going to die, not leaving a corpse, which is going to make it much easier to get a good harvest off next round. Great.
Death waits for the slightest lapse in concentration.
Yep, that's some serious damage right there. Oh well. That'll happen from time to time. No more actions from that Swine Spawn. Great. There's actually a lot of healing I would really like to get out here, so if I get this stun, cool. We can toy around for a little bit here. Just because we're missing a lot of HP on one of our targets. Oh, crit on the heal. Thank you, Raz. Very well done. Party buff, because we've got a battle in 2 spaces. And now.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Trap did make contact. Ooh, we can remove a negative quirk here. That's going to be really good. Wow, hang on.
Ringing ears.
That's not okay. You've got 9 speed, but...
The end approaches.
11 and 11? And you went faster? That sucks. You went faster? Okay, so my Plague Doctor just rolled really poorly. That's really unfortunate. Alright. Both the midliners are dead next round. Frees me up to use a stress heal on Moth Mother. Probably going to want to rest after this. So, just because we're missing a lot of HP on our characters. Plus, we can actually get some camping buffs this time. Because last time we gave up all camping buffs just to get some more stress healing. Which was definitely necessary at the time, but still. Damn. Alright, if I can stun without dealing 6... Alright, that Swine Reaver is dead in 2 rounds. We actually get 2 rounds of recovery here. We don't get stress heals in them, though. Right. Need to pump out every heal that I possibly can on the backliner here. Harry doesn't really have that many options, though. 3, okay. Eh. It's the best I could do, it's the best I could do.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
So, we can prevent the nighttime ambush, as well as use leeches to remove the sky taint. So, leeches to remove the sky taint. Quickening for the +4 speed for a couple battles is nice. Or Tiger's Eye for the extra crit. Who would that even go on? No, we want speed. An Unshakable Leader, so we have extra stress resist. Actually, no. We can't leave there yet, right? We actually need to purge something. Nothing to purge. Nothing to purge. Misses the spot infirm, so 2 things that I desperately want to purge. Alright, Mothmother. Loses, misses the spot. That was -2% to their crit, which obviously ain't that great. Good disarm there, Harry. Gotta remember, after I finish this room, to duck to the left before I go to the right. It's time to do the doggy. Okay, because we've got the surprise, we know we're going to be acting entirely ahead of their party, which is going to give me a lot more options. Yeah, because now I can guarantee that literally everyone stuns. Which, you know, is pretty good. Alright. Mother Axe first. Now we've got 1 dead target, 2... No, not 2. 2 dead targets. Both to their DOTs. Eldritch Pool tries to roll on 1L. 1L does not get moved. I think 1L might actually have balanced. Let me double check that. Thank you for moving the Enchantress forward. Makes my life a lot easier. And that Enchantress is now 1 away from death. Witcher Cut rolls on Raz for a total of 7 plus the bleed. Bleed and the debuff. Nice hit, Mothmother.
A brilliant confluence of skill and purpose.
I could remove that DOT. I should remove that DOT. That's a giant heal if we had have done so. Alright, that Swine Reaver is now dead. Battle buff literally means nothing. I should have done the stress heal on the back line there. That's my bad.
Soothed. Sedated. These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Alright, so we know that we've still got battles left on the map, otherwise the mission would have already ended. Alright, show me the...
Finding the
not
stuff
that.
is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
I'm not going to get 4 hunger procs over the rest of the dungeon, though. I actually don't even need that many more shovels. Sure, read a book. They're desiccated and unremarkable, but you get a heal. And then Harry gets a stress heal for the trapped son. Everyone's fine. This is actually kind of annoying. Who does the best damage? Like, it's Raz, I guess. It's Raz. Alright. Plus 30% to Raz's damage from now on out. Pump the torch before we go into this area, just so we can try and get the scouting, which we do get. Nice. Downwards, don't find anything I want to interact with. Do I want to go all the way down there for a single curio, especially when I can ignore it? Really? I mean, we've gotten what we wanted.
Such blockages are unsurprising. These tunnels predate even the earliest settlers.
Which is to say, another kill on another thing from the stars. Unfortunately, I didn't get a memory, which is what I was looking for, but yeah, you can't always get what you want, but if you try sometimes, you might just find the get what we need. That was almost a full sentence. Gotta stun him. Damn, didn't double. That stun. Alright, at least we got the stun on the large corpse eater, so we're not going to have to worry about weaken prey and then devour. We can prey tentacle devour, rather. So while I think this party is going to be... Gosh. While I think this party is going to be totally well equipped for taking out a veteran level mission, champion level missions are going to be really, really difficult. So I'm going to have to still... The diversity of my party composition does lower when we go into champion level missions. Still. Just for safety's sake, because I've had my butt handed to me a lot recently and I can't handle it that much more. Right, large corpse eater. Got some of that.
Darkness closes in, haunting the hearts of men.
Oh, double crit. Giant work there, Moth Mother. Large corpse eater goes straight to the graveyard.
Size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
We now know we definitely don't need any more shovels. 4 keys. 4 torches. We'll loot this with medicinal herbs to try and get as much as we possibly can out of it.
Treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
And have 1L read a book at the very end. Has a lasting effect on the hero. 1L rolls resilient. Nice. Plus 10% to stress heal received. And lost gifted. Gifted was, I think, plus 20% to healing received. Yeah, I think that's actually probably a fair trade.
Their squeals fade. Their confidence is shaken.
Their squeals literally did fade as Wayne was saying that, so perfect. Prismatic Force picked up on Harry. Ooh, that's something. That's something. That's totally ooh, Abomination primary damage dealer.
The plume and the pistol. A fitting end to my folly, and a curse upon us all.
Alright. See if there's anyone in the stagecoach. Boissel. Mali. No. Esbic. Oh, Hippocratic. Don't really care about. Eagle Eye is pretty important, though. Alright. We're gonna drop Ormonde and pick up
This one
Esbic.
has become vestigial. Useless.
Rest of all the garbage. That's totally okay, though. See if there's anything worthy in the Nomad Wagon. That would be our first Book of Sanity, which is just absurd to me. Sacred Scroll, also, I don't think I... if I do have a copy of it, it's a recent pickup. We don't have a copy of it. I don't think we need it, though. Negative 10% to stresses. Good, I guess. It's the negative 10% to stun skill charts that really irks me out about that one. I think I do have a Candle of Life. I think I maybe picked that up super early and then literally never used it. Yeah, I actually don't think I have anything here that I'm particularly interested in taking. So, for the moment, my name is Rhapsody. The name of the game has been, we still couldn't find a gatekeeper, but that's okay because every single week that we spend, we're getting closer to the next level of infestation, closer to the gatekeepers. closer to our next jaunt into the courtyard. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.